They call themselves Los Aldeanos, but this hip-hop duo may be more than just musicians. According to newly uncovered documents, they and others were unknowingly part of a secret US government program aimed at fueling political change in Cuba. The idea was to infiltrate the island's hip-hop scene and spread a message of dissent, but it's now claimed the program backfired. It was part of an initiative paid for by the development agency known as USAID and farmed out to contractors for millions of dollars. It's said to have been inspired by Serbian protest concerts that helped oust Slobodan Milosevic 14 years ago, but it may have put some artists in danger. One of the biggest criticisms in all this is that young Cuban musicians were recruited into a program that had clear political goals in mind. It's alleged they weren't told that, and on at least 6 occasions both contractors and Cubans were detained and interrogated, potentially putting innocent Cuban artists at loggerheads with the Cuban authorities. USAID told Al Jazeera the program was never a secret, but part of an effort to strengthen Cuban society. The State Department says safety of those involved was the responsibility of contractors.
We recognize that ordinary Cubans run the risk of upsetting Cuban authorities by participating in community initiatives, and for that reason these programs are managed with appropriate discretion, so it was the responsibility of the grantee.
But this isn't the first time USAID have been accused of undermining Cuba's government. A pro-democracy fake Twitter account was also paid for by the agency, but among older Cuban Americans in Miami, programs like it are welcomed.
I believe firmly that anything that can be done along those lines, perhaps not through USAID, so as not to create problems for other programs, excellent programs that they have, but anything that could be done is a good thing.
But critics say US efforts to undermine the Cuban government are simply counterproductive.
All it does is continue to bring out the worst in the Cuban regime, a government that is very repressive. But through acts like this and operations such as this, all we're doing is helping to foment more paranoia and more mistrust and incentivizing them to clamp down in all sectors of society.
The program, which ran for 2 years, has now been closed down. But those critical of it fear the only ones who will suffer now are Cuba's real musicians. Andy Gallagher, Al Jazeera, Miami, Florida.